Hey y'all, so in today's video, I kind of want to talk about something that we rarely give ourselves permission to do, and that's to slow down. We live in a culture, especially I'm in the US, right, where speed is celebrated. Productivity is the gold standard, right? We are very outcome driven. From the moment we wake up, we're checking emails, we're rushing through our morning routine, we're commuting, we're working, managing responsibilities, checking social media, seeing what our friends do, seeing what happens with our sports teams, right? We're squeezing in errands or workouts, and then before we know it, it's time to go to bed and rinse and repeat and just do the same thing all over again. My name is Tim, I'm a physician associate, I specialize in psychiatry, and in today's video we'll be talking about the importance of just slowing down the tempo of our day. This go, go, go mindset is seen as admirable, but here's what we often ignore, is that it's quietly eroding your mental health, whether you realize it or not. From a psychiatric standpoint, constantly moving from one task to the next without rest or reflection keeps our nervous system in a state of chronic activation. The sympathetic nervous system, that's the fight or flight system, right, stays switched on. This leads to an elevated cortisol level, which ends up resulting in sleep issues, anxiety, burnout, depression, right? And that happens slowly but surely and insidiously over time. When we don't stop or clock out, that becomes a problem. Even if our so-called rest is, again, TikTok or watching Netflix, checking news, replying to texts, right? You're still mentally stimulated. You're still turned on. Those aren't really true breaks. They're just another form of input, another thing that is added into your day. In fact, research has shown that dopamine hits from digital stimulation mimic the effects of productivity-based rewards. So when we relax on our phone, our brain is still chasing tasks, still staying on alert. It's still turned on. We're actually not calming down. From a therapeutic lens, this creates what we would call emotional avoidance. Instead of processing our day or checking in with how we feel, we decide to distract ourselves. We numb ourselves out. And when you do that long enough, guess what happens? Those emotions that you suppress, they won't go away. Whatever we resist will persist. They just build up under the surface ultimately. This can lead to irritability. This can lead to a feeling of being overwhelmed for quote unquote no reason, right? Or just again, having a general sense of disconnect with yourself and even others. There's a positive and powerful alternative to all of this, and that's restful reflection. Now, when I mean restful reflection, I'm not telling you to rest, lie in bed thinking about your to-do list or the problems you have, but it's more so intentionally choosing to pause mentally, right? Putting the phone down, getting rid of sources of stimulation, trying to sit with yourself even in silence. I know it sounds bored, but it's important that we do this. Other alternatives to this is, again, you can sit outside, you can walk slowly, you can journal, maybe you do bullet points, right? Or maybe you just simply ask yourself, and this is something I do quite often, honestly, is simply breathing deeply, asking yourself, what am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling right now? How am I feeling right now? And just taking this moment of mindfulness, even 10 or 15 minutes in your day, can really change the tempo of your day and the outlook of your day as well. This is what we would call shifting perspective or reframing perspective and gaining insight into our mind and who we are and what we are and how we're doing. By doing this, we give our time to be able to rest, reflect, and develop insight. And this is where, again, healing occurs. Not in the doing, but in the being present-minded and being right where we're at, right here, right now. Not the past, not the future, nowhere else but right here. So if life feels really loud, really fast, I encourage you just find 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, anything where you have no screens, no agenda, no planner, no nothing coming up, but just be yourself. You might be surprised what you may find and see and hear and do, and even end up what parts of you might discover, right? With you just being able to sit still for a moment. I hope you enjoyed this. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed and if you found it helpful. And if you want more helpful content, again, please consider liking and subscribing. Otherwise, please be your best friend, and I will see you guys in the next one.